right, so hey, Willfar number one, you're the first one in. How's it going tonight? Bit of a different position, which maybe I'll explain if and when more people come into the chat, but yeah, hope you're doing well, man. Let's take that off there. Yeah. Thank you, Darmel Spider. Could be better. I'll put it that way. Could be a lot better. It's Hanan, barely Hanan. I'll put it that way. Sorry, trying to find since I don't have my typical background, so I'm trying to have stuff. I don't know. I hate having this like empty space in the back. I know that sounds stupid, but whatever. It's all goofy shit anyway. But hey, Premier, Jonathan Warden, DJ Mexicano, everybody in between, Jackie, Drew, Jonathan. Hey there. Dante, Dark Gold Dust. Ultra Ego, a Tenchi fan. Akan. Hey Fadi. Could be a lot better. Pretty much what happened was day or two ago, the water heater broke. So wake up and a section of your floor is wet. The carpet is wet. So then another water heater had to be bought, and that was $1,000. Then it had to be installed in. Then you got to take all the stuff out. Then you have to take the carpet out. Then the fans were on to dry because you need to get that stuff dried out. When I go to sleep, I don't have the fans on, so they dry some more. And then all the other shit that's gotta happen. And then once it finally gets dried out, I'm on other stuff, and then have to move all the shit back in. So it's been a complete headache. Thank God that I pre-recorded a chunk of reviews so I can, since I'm not able to do them right now, I can at least upload stuff on a daily basis. So at least for the next couple of days, I do have a decent amount of content pre-recorded to upload. It's just I can't do right now video game stuff and commentaries, so they will be delayed for a little bit. I will do that as soon as I can, but I will do that as soon as I'm able to. I'll put it that way. Might be after Christmas. I'll try to get it done maybe by the end of next week. We'll see. But I will do my best, guys. I'll do my best. But yeah, it's been a lot of stress and headache lately, so hasn't really been the best of Christmas season for me. I'll put it that way. Because, $1,000 is not cheap, and then all the headache of having to clean the floor, dry the floor, everything in between, move all the shit out, carpet shit. Yeah, but Clark actually got his bonus, so it worked out for Clark Griswold. So there you go. Clark actually got his bonus, so that's the difference. So it's been pretty shitty, to be honest. Pretty shitty. Fuck Christmas. I'll put it that way. Fuck Christmas. Fuck the holidays. Fuck Christmas. It's just been headache and bullshit. Just put it that way. Headache and bullshit. So fair, just do this for an hour or so, then just head to bed. Well, Paulie, I reviewed Home Alone 2. If you check that review, I stand by what I said in that review. So feel free to check it out. But hey, everyone in the chat. Am I planning to see Ferrari? No. I have no reason to. That's cool, Victor. Happy birthday to you tomorrow. Yes, Johnny, I already know that because, like you said, you already said that before, but yes, I already did know that. Yep, I've seen Skyscraper. It is pretty bad. Don't remember a thing about Running Days. Crying 2012 TMNT. Don't really give a shit. End of the line. Don't even know what that is. Well, Jati, I mean, I said that at the end of my playthrough, so you're just feel free to watch that. You'll know the answer to that question. Capital Critters, I never saw it. Never saw it. Nope, never saw it. So yeah, just been a lot of fucking headache and bullshit. I'll put it that way. Did I like A Million Ways to Die in the West? No, I did not. Hey everyone, Merry Christmas. Fuck Christmas. But hey there, Alan. I'll say hi, Alan, but fuck Christmas. Never owned an Xbox, original Xbox, so no, never play RoboCop. Never seen the paper. Hi there, Matt. Hey there, hi Matt, says Bobby. Hey there, Bobby. Yeah, fuck Christmas. Christmas can kiss my ass. Fuck the holidays, fuck Christmas. Hey, Peter Freak Out. Christmas can suck my dick. Christmas is bullshit. My favorite holiday? None. Fuck them all. Fuck the holidays. Fuck all the holidays. They all can suck my nuts. Exactly. Fuck Christmas. Exactly. Hey, Alan. Nah, not really. I talked about this before. Nah, it's been a really shitty couple of days. Water heater broke. Chunk of the floor in this room, my main room where I do these videos, was had water and the carpets and stuff, so I had to move everything out, movies and stuff, cut pieces of the carpet out, dry some more. It's going to take who knows how many days to dry it out. $1,000 for a water heater. Now that whole section, which hey, I mean, I guess I'll just show you what I'm dealing with. This hole there. There you go. There you go. And that's the new water heater. $1,000 and there you go. And some of that fan, gotta clean that up. Gotta move all the shit back in there. Gotta move all the shit back in there. So it's been a shitty fucking Christmas. Fuck Christmas. Fuck the holidays. Just another day for things to go wrong. No, there ain't no fucking snow around here, thank God. Fuck snow. Snow's a piece of shit. How cold is it? It's like 60 degrees, which I'm fine with. Fine with that. Well, Johnny, I don't get presents and I don't eat tons of food on Christmas, so that ain't for me. Hey there, Samuel. Yes, the holidays is the most pain in the ass time of the year. Usually it's the time of year where everything fucking goes wrong. Because I remember a few years ago, actually, like 2 years ago, or a few months after this, we lost power for like 3 weeks. Now is this fucking water heater business. So yeah, it's been a pain in the fucking ass. Again, thank God I pre-recorded a bunch of videos, so I'll still be uploading like 3, 4 a day. Am I in my bed? Yes. Am I feeling comfortable in my bed? Yeah, usually. Granted, bullshit stress. Feel like I want to throw my head through the fucking wall, but it is what it. Christmas always go wrong, like John McClane. Exactly. Well, Aragorn, I mean, there's new people popping up, but when your water heater broke and then $1,000 to replace it, and then chunk of your room has fucking water, and then you have to dry the shit. It's going to take day, all day yesterday, all day today. I'm going to have the fans on tonight to dry that shit. Uh, then whenever it does, I clean the shit. Then I move all the shit back in. I know there are people that are way worse off. I know, but it's still a pain in the fucking ass, and it's still fucking annoying. So it's all bullshit. No, it's not any of your guys' fault. You guys didn't do anything. Yeah, you guys, it's your guys' fault. You magically somehow teleported and kicked the water heater or whatever the hell, and then you broke it. It's all your fault. How dare you? Oh wow, I lived in one. Thank you, man. That's probably, you know what, for how shitty the past couple days have been, that's a pretty nice gesture. So I lived in one. Thank you so much, man. Because it's been a shitty couple days, but I would gladly answer your question. That's the least I could do. That's really kind of you, man. Thank you. I'm not sure this was asked before in your last live stream, but what's your 2 cents on the behind the scenes problems Ryan Rose is having with Disney CEO Bob Iger interfering with Deadpool 3? I don't know anything about that. Again, I don't know how long the past couple days we either I was doing requests and I've just been only doing that. I haven't looked at news or this whole water heater business, having to move all the shit out, having to dry the shit. Hopefully, it won't take too many more days to dry the shit, so I could just start moving shit back in. Because I'm this. I don't know if anybody else is this. When your place is disorganized, Psycho Hobo, I need to apologize. The video game playthrough is going to be delayed for a bit. I did play the first 8 parts, but the rest of it is going to be delayed a bit because of this whole water heater business where it broke and the shit fucking carpet was wet and all that shit. And it got to dry it out, and they got to move all the shit back in, and all the shit's out there, and it's going to be delayed. So I apologize in advance. I did do the first 8 parts, uh, recorded. I didn't finish it. Uh, I'll try to when I can. I will, but at least I have the first 8 parts uh, done, and they'll be edited. Uh, yeah, I lived in one. If you're there, I won't keep this up until he because I do want to answer his question. If you, yeah, I lived in one. If you're still there, man, he let me know about what's going on with. I don't know any of this. I haven't followed it. Again, the past couple days, I've already talked about it. I just been focused on this, and then so I don't blow my brains out. I've been go in the corner, watch movies, take some notes for other requests, so I'm not too far behind because that is a responsibility I do take seriously. But yeah, let me know, man. Uh, Soma, the first 8 parts, I would say the first 5 parts, I was liking the game. The last couple parts, I'm really disliking the game. So I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50. The first 5 parts, other than the few spots in there, I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying. It's an intriguing story. The last couple parts, I'm like, fuck this game, this piece of shit game. Fuck this game. So I guess I won't know until I finish it. Never played a Witcher game. Alex, hey there. Hey, everybody. But yeah, Soma, I like the story, good graphics. What I don't like is it doesn't tell you where the fuck to go. It gets really confusing. It has some of the worst puzzles I've ever seen in a game that I've played. Again, literally some of the worst fucking puzzles. Like there was a puzzle where you had a computer screen and there's like 11 terabyte 1100 terabyte thing you gotta fill up, and I didn't know how the fuck to do it. Did you gotta run some simulation on an arc? And I'm like, which buttons am I supposed to push? They give you no fucking clues. And that was like one of the worst puzzles. And before that is some other stupid puzzle where you're supposed to interrogate some simulation guy and then never was fucking told that there was a second key card you needed to get because the fucking bitch you're with doesn't tell you any crucial information, need to know information. God forbid. You know, she's only hanging around your dick all the fucking time, but can't tell you shit you need to know, which pisses me off. And then, what else? And then I had to look it up. And like, oh, there's a second key card you need to get, and all this other stuff you need to get. And then the bit where you have to go and get this thing to there's this blind monster and you gotta get this key card and then you don't know where the fuck you need to go. And then you get all the way back there, and then it says, oh, by the way, you need to update the card. So then I have to go all the way back to where I was in this maze where there's no map. You may find a map on a wall, but you don't have a map you carry with. And then it's like you get the thing, you go back and you put it in, and it says, sorry, you can't open it yet. Why? Hit the clamps. What clamps? I don't know what clamps it said. Then I died. And then I go back and I go, oh, the clamps you barely see on the fucking key card of the door that apparently is not good enough that you put the key card in the door, but then right when you put it in, there's a little clamp above and a little clamp below that you flip up and flip down and close the thing while this monster's on your ass that it's blind but it always knows where the fuck you are. At least Alien Isolation, like there was places you could really hide. There's the device, the motion tracker that gives you a direction of where to go. This is like, fuck you, buddy. You figure it out. And until I live again, one, I didn't. Does anyone know what this is? The Ryan Reynolds, Disney CEO Bob Iger. What's going on with that? I live in one. If you're still in here, please let me know so I can answer your question better than I did. And thank you, Psycho Hobo. I feel you. Pain. I like the game a lot, but I feel it would be a better movie. But I liked the first part. Like I said, the puzzles made no fucking sense. And sometimes you just don't know where the fuck you're supposed to be going. A map would have been nice. I'm sorry to hear about what's been going on, bro. Okay, for understand, Ryan added somewhere the Deadpool 3 script, a Disney MCU joke, and the new CEO can't take a freaking. I'm guessing he meant joke. He can't take a joke. So Ryan Reynolds made a joke about the MCU, which makes sense. It is a joke. Everybody's pissing on it. It is a joke. For everybody, it's a joke. And he's having to buck up his ass about it. But it is a joke. Everybody knows it's a joke. Everybody thinks of it as a joke. So what's the big deal? And the CEO can't take a joke. Well, it's Deadpool. They made fun of 20th Century Fox a lot, but they're not allowed to make fun of Disney. Give me a fucking break. Bob Iger's a pussy and he's an idiot. That's what I think. He's a moron that should have been fired. So that's why they Bob Iger. His last name starts with IG, stands for ignorant. Fucking idiot. That's what he is. So makes me think Deadpool 3 is going to be doomed if that's the case. Sorry, Bob Iger. You can't take a joke that they made fun of. Well, tough titty. There's a lot of people that can't take shit. Hell, I'm one of them, but at least I admit it. But we all got to get better at it, and we all have a hard time with it. But guess what? Deadpool 1 and 2, I thought were good. They were pretty funny. And Deadpool makes fun of everybody. He made fun of himself. Ryan Reynolds made fun of himself. Uh, X-Men Origins Wolverine. And he shot that version of himself in the head. He shot himself in the head at the end of Deadpool 2. So the CEO wants to take control of the script and doesn't want Reynolds involved in the script and wants reshoots. Well, then the movie's doomed. Then the movie's doomed and he should be fired. The CEO should be fired. He should be let go of his job. Other people involved should get in there and go, you know what? You need to hold the phone there. Uh, he should be fucking fired. I mean, that's the it won't happen, but that's what should happen. And if that's really what happens, then the movie's doomed. Then the movie is doomed. If that's the case, that happens, then the movie's doomed. It'd be a miracle it was halfway worth of shit. I mean, am I wrong on that? So fuck the CEO. CEO stands for I don't know what the CO stands for. Cockamamie egotistical ointment that he needs for his ass. Raw and rough in between. Cockamamie. There you go. Egotistical, egomaniacal ointment. Put it up his ass after you take the stick out of. That's what Bob Iger should do. But Bob Iger, nobody likes him. I think that's the thing. He's jealous that everybody thinks he's a limp dick, and people laugh at him. And the massage parlor he goes to. Jason, Deadpool brought to you by Mint Mobile. Yeah. Hip hip hooray. Well, I mean, if that's the case, then if the movie sucks, it's kind of hard to blame Ryan Reynolds because it seems like he's fighting for it. But that's the thing. For anybody that wants to defend Disney, just if this stuff that Olivian One said is real, then why are you defending Disney? Deadpool is the only MCU movie in 2024. Well, if he uh, maybe he's one of those guys that just wants to see the company. Maybe he's like one of those spies. Like Bob Hyder is like this exorbitant spy put in there to systematically shut down the company. If so, he's doing a bang up job. He should get a raise as a spy, not as a fucking CEO. He should be fired. How many times do you have to fuck up to get fired? In the real world, it's one time. Like everybody in this chat, you fuck up one time, you're probably going to get reprimanded. Fuck up two times, you're going to get someone chewing your ass out. Third time, you're gone. Adios, muchacho. That's if you get three times. Yeah, that's even better than what I had. See, you're smarter than me. You come with a better one. Or O can stand for otter. Transcendency Fox wasn't so bad. I mean, I'll take you over Disney. I agree with you on that. I'll take it over Disney. Aliens, Predator, Predator 2, Speed. I'll take it over Disney. I agree with you. True Lies. I think they did True Lies, right? Did they release True Lies? I can't remember. But no, I would easily take Fox over Disney. I think most people would agree. Hey, General. It's been a shitty couple of days, but it is what it is. Die Hard, of course. Die Hard. Absolute classic. One of the best. Hey, Team Gore. When someone say True Lies was, it was in the U.S. Okay. Well, hey, Frame by Frame. Merry Christmas to you, man. I did do your request, Saltburn and Across the Spider-Verse. I did watch them. I have not recorded them yet because of what's going on with the broken water heater and the such of the room was flooded. So I had to get the shit out and get a lot of the furniture out and get the carpet out and then uh, dry with fans and so just been shit. Water heater cost $1,000. Fucking, I'll have the fan on at night. I sleep with the fan on, so they'll be in that section to dry it. Go for a dry heat. Knock it off, Hudson. But thank you, Frame by Frame. You know what? That's a pretty good super chat. So, what did you have another question? Saltburn. Put thoughts of Saltburn. Okay, that's the least I could do. Sorry to people in the other chat. I'll get to you guys as soon as I can, man. Uh, Saltburn. It sucked. I wish salt. I mean, if my dick was raw, I'd rather pour salt on it and then feel the burn. It'd be a better burn than that movie. If you want to see a bunch of rich assholes be rich assholes, and then about this dirty guy who's psychotic, who you find out by the end is systematically fucking over everybody for his own merit because everybody else is an idiot that believed in him, and he's such a weirdo. He should have been thrown out within 5 minutes. Such a weirdo that he watches the guy watches another guy jerk off. He lets the bottom of the bathtub. Yeah, I think he lets the bottom of the bathtub and all this other shit he does. And I'm like, well, this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun to watch. And he dances naked, throwing his dick around like he don't care. I'm like, yeah, this is great to watch. People being, whatever. If I want to see that, I watch American Psycho. Much better movie about a much better psycho. American Psycho did it better. I'll put it that way. And thank you, Chut Flea. The reason I'm getting to these super chats first is because YouTube likes to make them disappear. So if I don't do it now, YouTube will make them disappear and I won't be able to see them. Uh, no, I mean it's all right, guys. I mean, it is what it is. I actually like the trailer, believe it or not. No frame by frame. No, 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 no. You guys have done enough. No, not going to. Okay, here, go do a Kickstarter for little old me because I'm too much of a pussy and I need you to buy it for me. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you, frame by frame, but I'm sorry, I'm on these guys. I'm DSP. Thoughts I feel I need you guys to buy my water heater for me. I ain't doing that. Fuck that shit. I mean, you guys are sending super chats. I'm getting paid requests. I shouldn't be complaining. I really should not be complaining. So, sorry, Chuck Flea, I didn't answer your shit. I like the trailer, believe it or not. I mean, the movie could be awful because Coming to America 2 exists. So I have little expectations. But if I'm being honest, did I like the trailer? Yes, I did like the trailer. I can't lie. It could still be awful, but I did like it. But hey there, Julie, Raising Hell, Alesti from Finland. Hope everything's okay in Finland. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I liked him as an actor. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I just decided to do this stream for a bit, just to take my mind off the bullshit with the water heater and the. It's getting a bit drier. I mean, just to show a bit of what it is. Like that section is pretty bad in the corners. You see, you gotta clean that up. This fan, I'm gonna have it drying right there in the corner for the night. And then gotta clean that dark stuff up. There's all the dirt and other shit. Had fans in there drying that stuff out. That's the carpet had to take out. There's the carpet there. Carpet had to take out. Caulking is going to be involved too. There's the water here, $1,000. So, yeah, Merry Christmas. There we go. I forgot I was muted. Yeah, I know. I accidentally muted it when I was showing my thumb accidentally hit the mute button. Thank you guys. I had the phone, and when I was doing that, I accidentally hit the mute button. But as I was saying, yes, I did like the trailer for Brillo's Cop Forward. No, I do not trust Eddie Murphy because Coming to America 2 exists. And Bobby, thank you for that. Have you ever uploaded something and sometimes it took away too long? Yeah. Uh, Pretty much what you would do is number one, look at your internet connection, Bobby. Make sure your internet connection is finite as best it could be. Number two, uh, it depends like how many megabytes your video is. Also, is it MP4? Is it AVI? Uh, YouTube, I think pretty much any format, but it seems like some formats are uploaded better than others. I think like YouTube, it seems like MP4 works a bit better. At least my experience. Also, just delete it and try to upload it again because YouTube does glitch from time to time. So yeah, just rinse and repeat, bit of a trial and error. Ancient order, thank you, man. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, fuck Bob Iger. He's a dumbass. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I know I keep hitting the wrong buttons. I'm trying to go through the thing. I accidentally hit the wrong button. That's how discombobulated I am. I'm hitting mute. I'm hitting the wrong fucking button. I came out of it. I'm back in again because his fucking phone is too goddamn small. I need one of those phones bigger than my fucking head. Yeah, I got a fat head, so that'd be a big ass phone. I need like one of the phones you see like Naked Gun or something, like just right there, but it's just taller than my head, taller than Brie Larson, taller than her ego. Hey, Mike, hope you're doing well, my friend. It is what it is. Fuck water heaters. Cause like I got up, it was the middle of the night, and I go into my closet over there, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's so wet. Why the fuck is it so wet? And the only thing to think of is the water heater, and it's been in there probably since 1950 fucking five or however long. So had to happen sooner or later, I guess. I guess I should be glad it didn't like flood the whole place, like the whole house or anything. That really, even in this bedroom, it's kind of that corner. So that kind of, it's not like this corner or this corner. So you gotta look at the bright side of things. It was just like that corner. Like, okay, if I'm here, it'd be the left corner. So yeah, gotta look at it that way. I mean, I can't really watch any. Well, I can watch stuff on my computer. The video game stuff, do I have to wait because that way I just. Yeah. I just learned that Bob Iger has pulled Ryan away from any future Disney MCU projects. That Deadpool 3 will be the very last time we will see Ryan as Deadpool again. So all because Ryan Reynolds made some jokes about Disney, and he has that much of a bug up his ass about it? Really? Really? Because he made jokes about Disney and Deadpool 3, and now he's like, you need to reshoot it. Fuck you, Ryan. And now, you know what? Disney, enjoy your bankruptcy. How about that? I know that's a stretch because theme parks and they're such a big company, but what's the phrase? The bigger they are, the harder they fall. What's the thing that could happen in reality? Could there be a time when someone else buys a piece of Disney, whereas like you ain't owning all this shit by yourself. We're co-owning the shit. Well, Connor, I lived in once telling me that Bob Iger is pissed off at Ryan Reynolds because Ryan Reynolds is making fun of Disney and Deadpool, and that apparently Bob Iger wants reshoots on the film, wants Ryan Reynolds to pretty much fuck off, and then later on, apparently he said that Ryan Reynolds will never be Deadpool again. We'll never see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool again, and all this other stuff. If that's the way Disney's going to be, if they don't fuck up Deadpool 3 that badly, then I hope Disney goes into the ground and never comes back up. No. What's wrong with making jokes about Disney? We all make jokes about Disney. Fuck Disney. So they made fun of 20th Century Fox a lot. They made fun of Ryan Reynolds made fun of X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, did Fox say you can't do that? No. Ryan Reynolds took a shit on X-Men Origins Wolverine. At the end of Deadpool 2, Fox didn't give a shit. Well, the reason Bob Iger has a head up his ass about is because Disney has had such an awful year for movies, awful year in terms of business and box office, that he hit a nerve. He, being the general public, hit a nerve on the prick named Bob Iger. You hit a nerve that badly, they're going to squeak loudly and often. That's what happens when you hit a nerve. When you hit a nerve with someone, they don't squeak loudly and they don't squeak often. That's the truth of the matter. They don't talk a lot about how you can't do this, can't do this. I don't know what now. I feel like I want to put this like Paulie and Rocky Four, except it's not the American flag. There, I'll be like, rest in peace, Burt Young. Favorite Christmas flick? Cobra, I guess. That's a Christmas flick. Die Hard. That's a Christmas flick. Fair, but yeah. 27 dresses. I don't care about dresses. I care if they're undressed. What I'm doing for Christmas? Probably, I don't know, drying out the room. So I get this shit dried out so I can put all the shit back in. I One Piece is a good choice. It does take place on Christmas. I don't know, man. You can never say someone is not stupid enough because they could easily prove you right. Anytime you say you can't get dumber, they always prove you wrong. Spider Verse, I liked it. Well, it was wet. It was the water heater broke, the carper's wet, so it's best to dry it just in case, because I don't want to leave a wet floor because then if you leave moisture long enough, then the the wood could start rotting and all that stuff. So it's best to dry it out as much as possible. And I like to be extra cautious on stuff. So yeah, well, it is replaced. It was $1,000. It's already replaced. So I thought you said the stupidest thing ever. You keep talking. But yeah, Across the Spider Verse. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I don't like the ending, but uh, I really did enjoy it. I thought it was almost as good as the first one. I think if you like the first one, you'll like the second one. There's I don't like it as much as the first one. There's probably two or three issues I have with it. Yeah, probably two or three issues, but overall it's a fun visual experience. But like I said the ending, but there's about two or three issues. They're not big issues. I think if you enjoy the first one, you'll enjoy it. But there's about two or three issues I have. I thought the ending, I don't. I thought it was kind of ho hum ending because it's a cliffhanger ending. So there's not a big satisfying thing to the ending because it's like kind of ends on a whimper for it to be continued. Number two, I thought Peter Parker could have been used a lot more, and I got kind of tired of his "I'm a dad" joke. I wanted his kid to get the fuck out of the movie. I don't give a shit about his baby. It was cute for like the first two or three times, but it kept going, and that it got old quick. Uh, well, I said two. What was the other one? It was on the tip of my tongue. Uh, hmm. Like I said, those are the two that kind of got to in my head. I guess the third thing, it's not really a big deal, but with all the Spider-Mans that they introduced, I mean that they had cameos in. I wish there was more prevalent cameos from like the '90s Spider-Man cartoon or something like that. But I mean, I Spider-Man 2099. It kind of sucks that the first time we get to see him is he's kind of a not a villain, but you get his point of view. He does have a legitimate point of view as to why he does what he does. But I guess for me, like I really do like that comic. I wish we could have seen his first introduction be just a film of his own, if that makes sense. But he did look good. I'll say that. And you do get his motivation at least. I won't spoil it for those who haven't seen it, but I do understand it at least. Like you get his line of thinking. Exactly. I don't like Godzilla versus Kong. Yeah, I did like the movie though, Across the Spider Verse. I liked it. If I gave the first one 4 stars out of five, I probably gave this one like 3.5 out of five. So I did like it. Doctor Disrespect, I've heard of him. I haven't seen his stuff. Godzilla, I don't care about Godzilla X Con. Which, by the way, can I ask you a question? When you put the X, doesn't that mean you're like lovers or something? Like when people do like these fan fiction things, like boom, X, boom. Isn't X mean like you're an item, or is that something else that someone does? Maybe it's another symbol. But see, like whenever someone did like X, like name it as like their lovers or something, like what if they don't have fuck in the movie? 69 Monster Game Bane. Saltburn, I don't know. 1 out of 5. Collaboration. Yeah, they collaborate in the bedroom with the butt sex. XXX equals point. Yeah, that's true. But they start with one X. Now they got to work up to the two X's. That'll be the next sequels. XX, and then the next one XXX, and that'll be. Uh, see, now right now we're at Skinamax, which is one X. That's what the X. The X stands for Skinamax. That's what it'll be. Godzilla Con for Skinamax viewers. Just gotta work up the triple X. You can't go straight to the hardcore. You gotta start with the soft first. You start with the soft core first. So this time it'll be just blowjobs. Monkey Pole and Godzilla Dawns. Oh, thank you, Premier. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I don't know if you had a question, but thank you, so man. Paramount and Warner Bros. Merger, or I don't know anything about it. Like I said, I've been so busy with this stuff that I don't know what's going on in the movie news. I haven't had a chance to look into it. And the free time I've had, I've just been watching movies and writing down notes so that when I get settled, I just boom, sit down and record. I do have stuff pre-recorded, but this way I record then later stuff. That's cool, Fallen. OCP Communications is a good dude, good friend. The visuals of what? Visuals of what? Just wanted to check on something over there. Rumors about studios being about possible merger. Warner Bros. And Paramount merging. Yeah, because that's where we need more monopolies. I mean, if they keep doing it, then there'll just be one company. Well, no, there'll be like two companies. That's way it'll be WWF and WCW. And then PM WWE. And then just WWE for a while. So yeah, that's going to be great. Warner Bros. Merging because they losing money. Well, I mean, it didn't help to make a Flash movie with some fucking idiot named Ezra Miller who doesn't know his head from his ass. And then you bring back Michael Keaton just for him to die and play with spaghetti. Like, that's how you bring back. Like, okay, let me ask you a question. When you saw Batman Returns and you're wondering when's the next time you're going to see Michael Keaton as Batman after Batman Returns? When's the next time we're going to see Michael Keaton as Batman? Did you imagine it'd be him playing around with spaghetti and then dying 8 times in the hands of some fuckwit who likes to kidnap people in real life? That's not how I imagined it. Maybe that's how you imagined it. That's not how I fucking imagined it. I'd imagine never. Well, I'd imagine The Dark Knight Returns. That's what it should have been. I think if you said we're gonna make The Dark Knight Returns and we're gonna have Michael Keaton uh, as Batman, I think that would have worked out fairly well. But hey, what do I know? Batman Beyond also would have been a better choice. but it is what it is. Flash vs. Blue Beetle. I don't like Blue Beetle, but I'd rather watch that than The Flash. X Files owned by Twins. Well, I mean, X Files is now getting a reboot with a more diverse cast. Ryan Coogler said that. We're still going to do X Files, going to be a diverse cast. It was already diverse. There were aliens and monsters of the week. How diverse did you get? There's men made of bats. There's people that will squeeze through things. There's water monsters. There's all sorts of things. It was diverse as is. There's already fucking diverse cast. You're probably not big on it, but I've been watching Twin Peaks lately. Like it quite a bit. Probably one of the few Lynch stuff I could get into. To be honest, I have not seen much of it to give an opinion on it. So I know there's a girl named Palmer. I know that Kyle MacLachlan is in it, who's in The Hidden. Very good movie. If you've never seen it. Uh, has elements of The Terminator as well as other movies. Highly recommend The Hidden if you like films like The Terminator in terms of that action and pacing. Oh, that's cool, Fall. I'm glad you like GMK. I do enjoy that one. Ezra, oh, thank you, Olivia. One, thank you so much. Here's the last one for tonight, bro. What do you feel about Paramount not doing Beverly Cop 4, Netflix doing it instead? From what I understand, I did read this a while ago. It was something about what Paramount does is they'll license, like a lot more studios are doing this, not just Paramount. They will they'll license their stuff up and go, okay, you do one movie. We did rights to the sequels. Like if this is success and for some reason they do more, we get to do it. Also, it will be advertisement for our older product on streaming platforms. I'm sure Burials Cop 1, 2, and 3 are on Paramount Plus or will be on Paramount Plus. They're releasing 4Ks. Even Beverly Hills Cop 3 is getting a 4K for some fucking reason. So those will get more attention. So Paramount, what they did is advertising for the older product to make more money, and those will get put into the public eye again. But Netflix will be paying for the budget of it, and they're releasing it. But then Paramount gets the advertisement of, hey, you want to see where this film came from? Come watch our movies on our streaming platform, buy the 4Ks, all that stuff. This happened a lot more often. They take older product and go, here, we'll let you rent it for a bit, so to speak, and then come back to us. This just happened a lot more often. I mean, because studios, like, they make so many movies and so many of them are bombing, it's like they can't take chances and do another shit. Or they can, but just not as GMK is a Godzilla movie where pretty much Godzilla is like a deadite from the Evil Dead. He's an undead Godzilla. He's got white eyes. He's a major villain, just kicking ass, taking names. How the fucking movie ends with his heart beating the ocean like it was Jason Voorhees and Jason Goes to Hell. I mean, hey Nippy, uh, I've been a lot better. Rebel Moon, nope, was never requested it. Burials Cop 3 didn't deserve a VHS. No, Burials Cop 4, that will be Netflix. That will be a Netflix thing. You can always go find the pirates that hang out with Johnny Depp to see it if you don't have Netflix, but No, Beverly Hills Cop 4 is going to be Netflix. I think Paramount's like, you have this movie and you can pay for it. Since you're paying for it, you'll get the rewards if it's successful, which it probably will be. In fact, I guarantee it will be because people are interested and it's a popular IP. What Paramount gets is attention on their older product. So you can watch Beverly Hills Cop 1, 2, and 3 on, say, Paramount Plus. You can buy the 4Ks of those three films. Kingslayer, the trailer for Beverly Hills Cop 4 was better than the whole movie of Beverly Hills Cop 3, so I don't agree with this sentiment. The trailer for Beverly Hills Cop 4 looked better than the entire fucking movie of Beverly Hills Cop 3. You got Paul Reiser back. You got Judge Reinhold and John Ashton back. That's better. You don't have fucking. I like Hector Elizondo. He didn't fit in that. Is that I don't know. Please don't let Lethal Weapon 5 happen. Hey, Michael. Again, I've been better. Will Burial's Top 4 be released on physical media? I have no idea. Hey, Neopunk. Hey, Ryotron. Yeah, Leviathan is getting a 4K Blu-ray February 20th. Very cool. I will gladly pick it up. Yeah, if it's on Netflix and won't get a physical release. I mean, who knows? Yes, that's probably true. Unless somehow, some way they do like Disney did with The Mandalorian, because The Mandalorian did get a Blu-ray and 4K of season 1 and 2. You just gotta make sure you buy the right one, but Blu-ray and 4K, they did release that Disney, so at Netflix, didn't they release Stranger Things? So Indian, it'd be very rare for them to do, but we'll see. No, I don't think it was because Eddie Murphy kept saying no. I think again, Paramount, like a lot of studios, they just go, "Hey, let's make a deal." Fine. It's like a lot of times when a studio, okay, Warner Bros. Will releases in the U.S., but this deal will release in the U.K. Maybe kind of like that thing. Well, it's not the same thing, but I don't know. It's how whatever studios doing nowadays. Oh, thank you, General. 5 worst Dolph Lundgren films. I can't think of them. Retrograde is number one. Agent Red is up there. Retrograde is up there. Agent Red is up there. That one I saw with the zombie, not Battle of the Damned, I like that, but the Dead Trigger, I think it was called. Expendables 4 is now up there because that was so awful. Expendables 4 I'll put in there. The Retrograde, Agent Red, uh, Dead Trigger, whatever, Expendables 4, and I don't know. I'll put that shark movie because it's Dolph Lundgren versus a shark, and they made it so fucking boring. Shark Lake. Like you have Dolph Lundgren versus a shark movie, and you make it boring as shit. Does anyone buy physical media anymore? I do, if I want to. Well, Michael, he did fuck up Aliens on 4K. You can find pictures online. Ripley's forehead looks like gray in certain shots, and he did fuck up Aliens on 4K, so he did fuck it up. I don't know anything about the Vin Diesel stuff. Again, I haven't looked at news recently because of the whole water heater breaking and then flooding that section of the room. And getting the carpet out and getting all the furniture out and having to dry all the stuff and getting a new water heater, $1,000, all that stuff. It's been a insane past couple of days. A lot of stress, a lot of annoyance. So I don't know anything about movie news. Last War is a pretty bad one. Uh, Currup is a bad one. Norbit is worse Kingslayer. If he does, he does, yeah. I don't think Vin Diesel did shit. I think more and more you're seeing this because more and more people are wanting. When one person gets found guilty, someone else is going to find a way to capitalize on it, whether for money, whether for fame, or whether for sympathy points. Oh my god, this happened to me. By the way, here's my PayPal. Oh my god, this horrible thing happened to me. I'm so awful and terrible. By the way, if you need to donate, here's my PayPal. Or whatever the hell they use, please. Or, oh my god, it's so terrible and awful. Let me talk about it on Oprah Winfrey or whatever, and how much you pay me? Okay, thank you. I need to write a book. Hey man, I saw you post on Facebook on the YouTuber movie Popcorn. I agree with you that his trailers. Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube, and I did buy from him, but he's in the UK, so it's going to take a few weeks to get here. But if it arrives, it may be a fantastic looking 4K. And like it was Movies and Popcorn, was that the full name? Yeah, Movies and Popcorn. He did his own fan 4K of Aliens, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. And so I did order from him a physical copy. He's going to have like a slip cover on it and stuff. It's going to have, I think, like two versions where it's like the one that's on YouTube, like and then apparently he said he had one that looked even better, but he's going to send both. So hopefully it gets here because it's from the UK, it'll take a while, but I look forward to that. Yeah, frame by frame, no caps, man, no capitalization. God, the Jonathan Majors thing. PD's getting it the worst. Well, didn't he kill Tupac? Isn't that what we found out? That he hired the guy who killed Tupac? Allegedly. That's the rumor now. That P. Diddy hired the guy that killed Tupac. Doesn't the guy say P. Diddy hired him? Yeah, Aragorn. I would do a video on it. No, I think this is a different actress, I think. God, the Jonathan Majors thing. Okay, for what I understand about Jonathan Majors, for what I understand, he is with some girl who is a wild card of a bitch. So because of that, they were in what they call a toxic relationship. And then for what I understand, what happened was there was a struggle. He tried to walk away. She wasn't having it. The taxi driver, I think, said she was the aggressor, that she was the aggressor. So he's trying to get her off of him because who wants to be fucking attacked? But I guess because he pushed her, like, sit her down, like, hey, stop attacking me, you crazy bitch. I guess resulted in accidentally breaking her finger, and that's what got him. the guilty verdict, from what I understand. From what I understand, because, hey, get the fuck off me, and the taxi guy is saying she was the aggressor because he put the hands on her to put her down and somehow broke her finger. She chased him for blocks running away. All he did was try and help her in a car. Yeah, and then that result in her breaking her finger, which sadly that was fucked him up. But again, people don't actually go into that with the headlines. They just say guilty. So in their mind, they visualize that he was his character in Creed 3 beating the shit out of her, which was not the case, apparently. But no one wants to actually look into that and have those conversations because, yeah, what was context exactly? What does context mean? Hey, Cosmic Firestar, is there a chance Alien Romulus could be half decent or more likely to suck? What concerned the last good Alien film was 1986. I would go more towards to the suckage. That's just my cynical assholish opinion. But you can't say that, folks, because some people get mad and angry. You know, some people get mad and angry. Like, if you say, that was a weird review of Beverly Hills Cop 2 that you had where you said it was a misogynistic piece of shit and that it was awful because there was not a significant female character in the movie. And, you said that you thought it was mean to women and you just write, that's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird opinion. What, really, dude? Oh my God, Brigitte Nielsen's just there to be called bitch and called names. Oh, you mean the evil cold-blooded bitch who's murdering people? And then I watched Dead Pit's stream, and he was on there. And in the middle of it, he just did this. I must have hit a nerve because he did like a freak out. Because lo and behold, when I posted that on Facebook, people in the comments saying, "What the fuck was this guy talking about?" Now, I never called the guy any names. I didn't use the term woke or anything, but this guy got butthurt about it. Must have hit a nerve. Must have hit some kind of fucking nerve. So, which, go fucking figure. But I'm a guy that, I don't give a, well, I guess I do. If I didn't give a fuck, I wouldn't say anything. So I do give a fuck. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck as in, I call like I see it, win, lose, or draw. And when you do that, you get a lot of people pissed off at you, but I'm still going to keep doing it. Because I thought it was a weird fucking. For anyone that saw Beverly Hills Cop 2, for anyone who saw it, do you think the movie hates women, is mean to women? And God, I wish I could have the review. Like the first half, he doesn't like the film, fine. I don't care. Teach their own. He says that is a bad thing. Yeah, that's true. God, I wish I could remember. It was like, okay, the first half, it was like, why you didn't like the film? Whatever. I love the film. Teach their own. We agree, disagree. It was the second half that I had a, like, what? You thought I was mean to women? And there's not a significant female character? And he was like complaining about the Playboy Mansion scene. What's wrong with the Playboy Mansion? Oh, the Michael Felcher guy who does a lot of behind the scenes Blu-rays on a lot of stuff. He's been on Dead Pit streams quite a bit. And I'm like, really, dude? Your favorite Friday the 13th film is Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, directed by a guy who directed porno movies. Like, I don't mind Friday the 13th Part 5, but it's like, dude, your favorite Friday the 13th film was Part 5 New Beginning, and the director did portal flicks, but you're complaining about the Playboy Mansion and St. Bale's Cop 2 is mean to women. Don't you think that's a bit fucking weird? I thought that was a bit fucking weird, which is why I wrote it in the first place. And the reason I copied his review is so that people get the full context. Speaking of context, and I even wrote it to him, and all he did was write okay. I'm like, okay, if you don't, I'm just asking a question. What's wrong with the Playboy Mansion? I don't know. I like the Playboy Mansion. No, well, Michael Felch, like someone told me on Facebook, he got like he like wrote this review of Beverly Hills Cop 2, and I'm reading it, and I wish I had it in front of me, but I don't have my computer up. Um, I guess I could get it. It would take a few minutes, but like the first half, it was about how much he doesn't like the film. That's fine. He's thrown. It's just it was the second half of the idea that was so fucking weird, at least to me. But I mean, like I say, if you don't like the film, that's fine. It was just that whole part was just weird. But I mean, what do I know? Um, I should get my computer, just read, so that people get the full context of what I'm saying. Uh, if so, you'll still hear me, but I'll have the camera off, just because I don't want to see like the water heater thing. Like I showed enough of it. I'm tired of seeing. Uh, well, I mean, I don't. I'd have to get my computer to get you onto the stream. Uh, okay, let me get my computer. Just give me a few minutes. I don't put the cam on like this. Just give me a few minutes. Bear with me. Just give me a few minutes. So I get the full context of it, but you can still hear my voice. So bear with me on it. And I don't have to. But I got my laptop here, so this way I can just read it. All right, let me get this. Again, I'm just doing this because I was gonna let it go, but then when he went all fucking off kilter on that Dead Pit stream, I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then I can fucking say something too, because I now have the right to do that. If that's the fucking case, I have a right to do that too, buddy. So let's see. Let's just get the full. Let's just get the. Yeah. So yeah, like you. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So he didn't say my name, to be fair, but to defend myself, I'll say I said that. This is what he said, and then this was my rebuttal. He said, I'm not going to read the first part of it because it's just he didn't like the film, he didn't like the villains, whatever, to thrown. I disagree, but whatever. He doesn't think that's funny. I disagree. This is the part that I thought was weird. As horrible as all the above attributes are, they pale next to what I consider the movie's most significant issue, its treatment of women. I was 14 in 1987 when this movie hit, and at that age, I wasn't exactly super sensitive to a great many things, least of all how often women were negatively presented in movies and TV of my era. Even at that uninformed age, I walked out of Beverly Hills Cop 2 thinking that movie was really mean to women. I remember thinking those words, hand to God. And now watching this film again for the first time since that screening all those years ago, I can safely say that my teenage incarnation was right on the money. Would have had more creative words to describe it now, but my 1987 self called it for sure. It's a mean-spirited, misogynistic piece of shit. There are no significant female characters here, aside from a few moments with the teen daughter of Ronnie Cox's character, who's given nothing to do but be sad about her dad being shot. Main female presence is Brigitte Nielsen's baddie, who is only there to be called bitch or suffer disparaging come-ons and cruel remarks. Because, when you're a murderous, cold-blooded lady that tried to kill Ronnie Cox and kills people, you have to be nice to them. You have to be nice to them. So remember that when a woman's trying to gun you down, make sure to compliment her and say how great she is. Thank you for the bullet in my head. I appreciate it. So, okay. The main female presence is Brigitte Nielsen's baddie, who is only there to be called a bitch or suffer disparaging come-ons and cruel remarks. Well, no, she's leading the group to rob the jewelry stores, but okay. John Ash's character is going through a separation, which welcomes in a pleasant amount of woman bashing throughout the flick. And don't even get me started on the Playboy Mansion crap. What's wrong with the Playboy Mansion? I love the Playboy Mansion. Oh yeah, Bod Zombie. Yeah, this is what it was. He was talking about me, but he didn't want to say my name. Michael Felsher, the guy who works on it. So again, I was going to let this go, but since he brought it up, to repeat, this is his first part that he didn't like the film. That's fine. I have no issue with that. No, this is Michael Felsher, Red Shirt Pictures guy on Dead Pit. This is the part. I was talking about it was real mean to women. I remember thinking those words. Beverly Hills Cop 2 is misogynistic, mean-spirited piece of shit. There are no significant female characters here, aside from a few moments with the teen daughter of Cox's character. The main female presence is Brigitte Nielsen's baddie, who is only there to be called bitch or suffers disparaging come-ons and cruel remarks. Because again, we're an evil person who kills people, murder people. You have to be nice to them. Thank you for the bullet in my brain. I appreciate it. Don't get me started on the Playboy Mansion crap. Again, what's wrong with the Playboy Mansion? I love the Playboy Mansion. I thought most guys like the Playboy Mansion, but apparently Playboy Mansion's bad. I don't know what's bad about it. This scene actually ends with a woman being shot in the back and having the shooter waltz up and sarcastically utter women for the movie's comedic coup de grace. Yeah, hilarious fuck you movie. Yeah, the lady was a murderous piece of shit that tried to murder Ronnie Cox. Like, how does he feel about Arnold Schwarzenegger killing Bennett and going, let off some steam, Bennett? Is that sexist to men? By that logic? Let off some steam, Bennett. No, it's against Steams. Steams didn't like that. The effect of this garbage is that Beverly Hills Cop 2 endures as one of the most soulless, cruel, and empty-headed action comedies of the 80s. It represents the nadir of the decade's obsession with flash style and spectacle at the expense of story, character, God-forbidding nuance, or complexity. So yeah, saying that it was. This is my response, by the way. This is what I said word for word. My response, quote, but even at that uninformed age, I walked out of Beverly Hills Cop 2 thinking that the movie's really mean to women. Oh, give me a break, dude. The woman in question was an evil villain who murdered people. Yes, how dare we call evil people bad names? What the fuck? There are evil men and evil women in the real world. If the exact same thing she did in the movie was played by a man, you wouldn't say a single thing. The main female presence is Brigitte Nielsen's baddie, who is only there to be called bitch or suffer disparaging come-ons and cruel remarks. Yeah, because she's a villain, a bad guy. A. Murphy's actually fully taught the same amount of crap to the men in the first Beverly Hills Cop. So you can do it to a guy, but you can't do it to a lady because she's a lady? Isn't that kind of sexist too? He always taught shit to male bad guys too. So is John McClane too cruel to Dennis Franz and Die Hard 2 because he says what sits up the middle of detective first? The lead in your ass or the shit in your brains, you fat fuck? Is that a terrible movie because God forbid you talk shit to a character who's either an asshole like Dennis Franz or a villain like Brigitte Nielsen? And the complaint of there are no significant female characters? Again, are you serious? Why does the movie need to have a significant female character? If it has one, cool. But it's not some rule that's needed. That's just quote misogynistic because it didn't have one. By that logic, is John Carver's The Thing misogynist? You know, by that logic, then do you hate John Carver's The Thing because, oh my god, there are no female characters in this, let alone any significant female characters? I get it. It's your opinion. We just disagree. But I do think you're totally off the mark on this one. That was my horrible, terrible, god awful, insulting comment to him. Me asking a legitimate fucking question about the guy whose favorite Friday the 13th film was Part 5, A New Beginning, which I like the film, directed by the porno director, but Beverly Cop 2 is so fucking awful and terrible, and somehow mean to women. That was all my question was, and I wrote that, and he just said, okay. So I'm like, wanted to have a discussion, wanted to have a conversation. I was letting it go, and then he got butthurt on Dead Pit stream because people in the comments talked shit about him. I didn't do that. Not my fault. Other people, they were thinking similar ways. So go fucking figure. I guess he thinks the Playboy Mansion are sexy because there's women in bikinis. There's women in bikinis in the real world, and most of us like it. Bet he likes it too. Even if she's killing you, remember you always gotta be nice because she's a woman. Yeah, exactly. He did seem butter on that stream. Yeah, hit a nerve. Apparently, they want a conversation but never do. Exactly. Yeah, you don't think I get that shit all the fucking time? I get it on a daily basis. And I fuck up too. Hey, I'm not going to have a fucking torch and go after the guy. I don't want anyone to go after the guy. No, at all. I fuck up. We all fuck up. He doesn't think that, but whatever. I'm far, 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 far from perfect. I just thought it was weird. That's all I said. Like all the diatribe I said, I thought that's kind of weird. No, I don't think Friday the 13th Part 5 sexist either. It's okay. It's a decent movie. Yeah, if he said they eventually, yeah, Andrew Dice Clay, he would lose his fucking mind watching Andrew Dice Clay. He would lose his fucking mind if that's the case. I just, I know there are people that don't like Beverly Hills Cop 2. I never heard it that because they thought it was cruel to women and oh my god, we're mean to the evil lady who kills people. How could you be mean to the lady that kills people? And that's why I asked him because I'm like, please explain. Hey, Bobby, would you think they only send the gift to a friend from. Huh? Would you think they only send the gift to a friend, or favorite heroes to buy? I'm sorry, Bobby. I don't understand what you're saying. I appreciate the super chat, but I'm sorry, man. I can't decipher what you're saying, man. I appreciate Bobby, but I don't know what you mean. Sorry, man. I apologize. I don't know really what you mean. I mean, if you're saying like send a gift through the mail, I mean, yeah, that's. I think anyone's always appreciative of that. YouTube does that all the time. They censor everything. They censor you breathing. That'll be next. More censored. Again, um, by next year, you'll breathe too much, ASMR style, and you'll be blot. But yeah, I mean, So again, because the guy mentioned on Dead Pit, I figure I would mention it there. Or here, I guess. Which is fine. I'm going to be on Dead Pit on, I guess at this point, Sunday at 9 p.m., which I'm not going to bring it up on stream because I'm not going to cause drama on their show. Those are nice guys. CT and Uncle Bill are great. I don't want, this pissy match between me and Michael Felcher. I don't need to bring the piss to their fucking show. I could do it here on mine, but I'm not going to bring it to them. I'll probably talk about before we go on air, going, that's a bit fucking weird. But no, there's no frame by frame. There's no reason to do that. Not on air. I got my own platform here. It's not about being smart. It's just about being courteous. I'm entering their house. I'm not going to piss on their rug. This ain't the Big Lebowski. Okay? So, so. But I could talk about it here. Is my opinion, and I'm not going to be scared of saying my opinion. But okay, all that I'm sorry, I didn't read the chat. I was in the all that stuff I read about Barry Hills Cop 2. Can you say that you understand what Michael Felcher was saying about how Barry Hills Cop 2 is, and that's the whole reason I brought up is for conversation. It's not to I gotta go call him an asshole. It's for conversation. So again, did anyone understand that? Did I miss something? There's something I didn't get rewired in my brain. Buy gift like from Amazon. Write down name. Well, I mean, if you did that, it'd have to be the real guy's name, not Rambo for Life. Because if you wrote that name down, no one would be able to find it. So if you mean like a real name, then of course. But I think a lot of people, if they do that, then they have like an Amazon wish list, and then they'll automatically send it. Oh, no problem, my Lividian one. Thank you so much for your generosity, man. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. If I don't talk to you before that, wish you the best. Good guy there. Yeah, I'm gonna be live a little bit longer. I'm just busy getting my frustration out, whether with the water heater breaking or Michael Felcher being tipped off at me, which I'm fine. That's my job to piss people off. I do it well. I do it very well. I piss off people. That's one talent I've realized I have. I'm very good at pissing people off. I guess that's my secret talent all along. Of all the movies to point out, that was my point. That was my whole goddamn point all along. Like of all the movies, Barry Hills Cop 2, really? Of all the movies. Again, your favorite Friday, one of your favorite films, Friday 30 Part 5. And Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. I like those movies as well, but not Neil Punt didn't get any requests for that. Yeah, I pissed off the guys at Wall Stomp. It did the Friday 13th fan film. Uh, I just do that all the time, man. I'm just inadvertently a lot of times too. But you need to go live in your basement. I wish I had a basement. Trust me. I wish when you live in Texas, you wish you had basements. Trust me. Well, I did watch the stream. There were people in the chat bringing up Murder by Phone. That's why he brought it up. I'll bring it up again. I like that movie, Murder by Phone. It's so ridiculous. So is Friday the 13th Part 5. That's ridiculous too. So there's a lot of fucking movies that are ridiculous. Trick or Treat is ridiculous, and he's working on that with the 4K. You don't think Trick or Treat's it's a fun movie. I like the movie, but Trick or Treat's ridiculous. About a rocker coming back from the dead because you turn a record backwards. And that's ridiculous too. But it's fun. And I think Murder by Phone, in my opinion, is fun as well. You pick up the phone, you get electrocuted, you blast back, your nose and eyes start bleeding. Hero in the Tear is a feminist movie. That's interesting. I like that movie. Nothing wrong with ridiculous. Oh yeah, because I said the thing, but just to quickly repeat. So a few people had told me, "Did you see Michael Felcher's review of Beverly Hills Cop 2?" I'm like, "No." So he had it. The first half, he didn't like the film. That's fine. I don't care. But when he said that it was a cruel, misogynistic piece of shit because there's no strong female characters, and Brigitte Nielsen was only there to be called names, even though she's the main villain and she's evil, and it's mean to women, I kind of sat there and went, really? Of all movies, Burial's Cop 2? That's strange. And I wrote it. I'm like, what am I missing, dude? And then it was everybody else in the comments that called them names. I didn't fucking call him a name. I read you what I wrote. It's on my Facebook still. I didn't change anything. Not my fault that they they saw how they saw it. There were probably people in the comments calling them names. I'm sure, probably because what he said, what I thought was pretty fucking stupid, in my opinion. I know it's being mean, but I think in the I haven't read the comments under the Facebook. I think people call him woke and stuff, and I'm like, whatever. If that's the worst you call, you should look at the shit I get called on a daily basis. Like he should look at the comments I get on a daily fucking basis. Go kill yourself. Uh, anything in all that stuff. Your mom should die. You should see some of the shit I did. That was what he was chicken feet compared to what I did, for fuck's sake. And it's like I just said, I think that's a weird review, dude. I think that's a weird review. But that's just my opinion. But again, it's on my Facebook. It's there all to see. Not as often, Neil Punt, but every once in a while. Well, yeah, I mean, I wrote that under his review as a term of, hey, let's have a conversation. You wrote this big long review. I'd like to have a conversation as to how is this mean to women, and what's wrong with Brigitte Nielsen's character being called a bitch when she's a cruel, evil woman, cold-blooded killer, and why does the movie need to have a significant female character? John Carpenter's The Thing doesn't have significant female characters or any, and that's a good movie. But a lot of times people don't want to get in the conversations. I I do the opposite. At times, I get too much in the conversations, and you can tell people go, "Dude, I don't need a back and forth conversation. I just left a comment." I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know." But sometimes I get too much in the conversations. But it is what it is. Hey, Sashim, hope you're doing well. Hey, who's her? Are you on here? You were saying, "Oh, hope you're still on." But yeah, Bod Zombie. I think you were asked before. I I read the whole thing earlier in the stream. What it or I didn't. No, it's a post he had on Facebook, and someone told me about it. And I'm like, huh, okay, bit weird. Preston Lyons, go back about 15, 20 minutes. I'd go into the whole thing. I know I have not seen Silent Night. That's it. I was surprised he brought up on the Dead Pit stream. I figure he probably gets this shit all the time, and then he got like again, must have hit a nerve. Must have hit some kind of nerve. You know, that little nerve that just right there. I guess I'm just good at finding that mark. Listen, if you don't like the film, that's fine, but I'm sorry. Calling Beverly Hills Cop 2 of all movies mean to women because the hero is making fun of the woman that's a cold-blooded murderer, I think is a bit fucking ridiculous and honestly a bit fucking stupid. Oh, hey, Victor. Oh, cool. Beyond the Law. Okay, cool. Thanks for stopping by. Now, I was just talking with some people here who were asking questions about a little incident where some guy was like, Barry Hills Cop 2 is so mean to women and misogynistic, and why are there no significant female characters? And I'm like, gives a shit. Why do you? John Carter's The Thing has no ladies in it. There's a lot of movies that don't confront you on air. We don't do nothing because at the end of the day, no one really gives a shit. It's just we have a difference of opinion, and I stand by what I said. I said, explain me why it's bad to make fun of a lady who murders people for a living. Like, okay, this is people in the chat, 70 people. Is it bad to call a lady a bitch if she's a cold blooded killer who tries to kill people and does kill people? By the big fan. Yeah, Michael Dudikoff. Yeah, we're probably the only two people who remember that weird interview. But they don't know. That was my fucking question to the guy. I wrote a whole, he wrote a whole thing. I wrote a rebuttal. Well, I think he's seen I Spent a Grave. Like I say, he sees a lot. His favorite Friday the 13th film is Part 5, A New Beginning, which I thought, that's why I thought was weird. I'm like, dude, your favorite Friday the 13th film, which I like the film, is the movie that was directed by a porno director. And you're like into exploitation movies. But like you're at as a Bills Cop 2 is worse than some of these exploitation films you're into. That this whole fucking thing is weird. Hello there, Joe. Hope you're doing well. Uh, no, I did not see the new Wonka movie, but no, I didn't see the new Wonka film. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Well, that's a shame, man. I wish that was the case because that film is not even on DVD and deserves it. Women want equality, except when it comes to being yelled at, or apparently when it comes to if they're shooting you in the face, you can shoot me in the face as long but as long as I don't call you bad names. Axel Foley's whole fucking character is talking shit to people, but if you talk shit to a lady, that means you're sexist or some shit. That's what that see. That's part of the thinking today, and that's probably why I got a bug up my ass about it. That's why I did a bug up because this line of thinking is stupid in today's age, and it's hurting entertainment. And that's why it gets a bug up my ass about it. My own ass. This kind of shit hurts entertainment. Yeah, we put the they I should say they put the hot water they put the water heater in, so the water is working fine now. Yeah, apparently you don't call the Manson girls bitches. You'd be called sexist for that. Why shouldn't reality be put in films? Sometimes it can, but sometimes it's just entertainment and escapism, and that's what people forget. There's enough movies to be realistic, but there's also movies that people just want escapism because reality is either too tough, too much of a headache, or too boring, or too annoying, or too stressful. So they just want to watch a movie and have escapism. That's why it's called escapism entertainment. Doesn't mean every movie has to be like that, but there could be a section of movies to be that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Which is, lo and behold, a lot of movies in the 80s and 90s did that, and that was a high point of entertainment for a lot of us. Maybe not all of us, but a lot of us. Well, in Beverly Hills Cop, isn't Lisa Albacher in the movie? And I wouldn't say she's a victim in it. Why are you arguing this shit? I mean, if you try to talk that to Michael Felcher, he'd just go, okay, or get pissed at you. Maybe talk about you in the next Dead Pit stream. But yeah, it is what it is. Oh, thank you, Todier. I appreciate it, man. Uh, a harmless question: if someone in this dojo, like Fabio, decided to be, that's a really weird question. Well, I mean, Fabio would never be that. That's number one. Uh, I don't know. If someone was the P word, called Edo, called pedo, Joe, not Joe Pedo. I don't know, shotgun, double barrel. No, Tadir is not a troll. I don't understand the question. I don't know, but he's been on it before. He's not a troll. So I would say, I think what he means, I guess, just if anyone was a pedo, uh, they should not be breathing my air on planet Earth because they're the worst people on the planet. They're the worst people in history. And I think a lot of people use, like, give me a room, no security camera, anything I do, I don't get arrested for, and I can leave. And then, yeah, that's one thing to do it. Well, okay, imagine it's Victor Salva. There you go. Someone mentioned Victor Salva. There you go. That's what you do to Victor Salva. You take a page from Jesse Pinkman Daily Outbreak. Take a shotgun right to the balls, and like Jesse Pinkman, you say, "Yes, you forgot your bulletproof cup." From the movie Deadly Outbreak. Again, if you want to see a guy shoot a guy in the balls and say that line, Deadly Outbreak is for you. Batman Year One, I never read that story. I know of it though. Yeah, I understand Neopunk. Yeah, it's just a very weird question, and I didn't know that's what the question was until I hit it. Video Master, that's up. This is 100% untrue. That's 100% untrue. Yes, they are all evil, without question. If you're one of those, you're evil. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I do not care. This is not any no wiggle room on that. If you do that, you're evil. You do not need to be wasting my air on planet Earth because you're wasting it from me. Hey there, James. Yeah, I've heard those stories, Rat Hammer. I know those that reality. Frame by frame, I think that's an excuse that they give to hide away their evil intentions. I really do. I think people use that way too much as a crutch and as a scapegoat. So I think too many people use the mentally ill scapegoat to not put the guilt and blame on themselves. That's just how I view things. I think way too much people go, it's mentally ill. No, you just fucking evil. You don't want to admit it. I'm not saying it's never the case. I'm just saying it's not as fucking often as people say it. I'm not saying there's zero cases. Of, I'm just saying it's not as much as people think. So I'll reword it that way. I'll reword it. I'm not going to say it's zero, but I don't think there's as many mental cases as people think. I think some of them, they try to put their brains into that notion because it somehow makes them feel less guilt and take the baggage off of their shoulders. Eddie Murphy think of stand up good or bad idea. He's been saying that for like 10 years. I will not buy it until it actually happens. But yeah, Eddie Murphy's been saying he's going to do stand up for like 10 years and he never does it. I think by this point it's too late. And he probably thinks that if I do it, it has to be a absolute winner. Otherwise, he's going to get a lot of people shitting on him verbally. So, uh, really nippy. In Canada, they're doing that. Well, okay, that could be another thing too. Maybe a small percentage of them are mentally ill. but you can't tell me there's not any of them going with their lawyer. Hey, I'm your lawyer. Let's push that you're mentally ill so you get a more lenient sentence. You can't tell me that's not the case. Hey, if you push the mentally ill part, we'll give you a lower sentence and I'll do my job as a lawyer and get paid. Why is that becoming the case, Neo Punk? Because it's the fucking year 2023. There are actors that fucking defend the shit. Didn't the one guy, Simu Liu, who was Shang-Chi, defend a pedo? Joe Pedo? Not Joe, not the Joe in the chat, but didn't someone do that? Yeah, I think that guy, the Shang-Chi did it, as in he defended one of them. You claim you're crazy to get an easier sentence. Exactly. Yeah, Shang-Chi is a defender of that. It's okay that Disney hires him for more stuff, but Jonathan Majors, if you defend yourself from a crazy bitch, you get fired. So you to defend that type of person and still get hired to do whatever more shitty Shang-Chi films. But if you're Jonathan Majors and some lady who's chasing after you, no, Pedro Pascal didn't say anything. Todera, I'm not going to talk about that stuff anymore. Uh, I would say Todera, please don't bring up that word again, starting with the letter P. Please don't. I appreciate the super chat, man, but it's not really the most enjoyable thing to talk about. Jonathan Majors, I have no idea what went on, other than apparently. Oh, Pedro Pascal did do that? I didn't fucking know that. I was talking about the guy who was Shang-Chi, but okay. I didn't know Pedro Pascal did that. Just it's fine, Todera. No problem, man. Just we'll move on from that. Actually, I gotta do something real quick. It's gonna take me about 2 minutes or less. So you won't see my face, but I'll be right back. I gotta do something with this water heater thing. It'll take like 1 or 2 minutes. So for those out there, please don't leave. I'll be on for a bit longer. I'll be right back though. Okay. So I'll be right back. Just talk among yourself, and you talk about whatever in the chat while I'm gone for a minute or two. So talk for whatever you want. I'll be right back. All right, hopefully you didn't talk too much shit about me. See what's going on in the chat. Sorry about that. Had to do something real quick. Had to check on some things on this water heater. Just needed to make sure on stuff. But now I'm a bit calmer. So lost about 10 people. No, actually 14 people. Because they when I was here, there was like 68 people. Now there's like 54. But I get it. It's pretty late. It's the Christmas season. People got shit to do. Ah, talking about Vin Diesel. I don't. Okay, yeah. Someone did tell me about it earlier in the stream. I highly doubt anything. I highly doubt Vin Diesel did anything. With the way he is, no. I don't think he did a single thing. It's just that he's a guy behind a big franchise like Fast and Furious, and someone trying to find a way to make some money. Yeah, 13 years later, that's a bit weird too. So yeah. And lo and behold, it happened after Jonathan Majors was found guilty. Don't you think that's a bit convenient? Well, I'm saying, don't you think it's a bit convenient that this accusation comes out after Jonathan Majors is found guilty? Say, so that person won. Wonder what I could do. My favorite Rambo movie is the second one. Playing Silent Hill games, that's cool. Wouldn't it be if he was running away, why did he go to a cop? Just from what I heard, he ran to a cop. If you're trying to hide evidence, you don't go towards a cop, and you don't have a taxi driver saying that the lady was the aggressor, and you don't have the guy be like, I need to get the fuck away from her because she's trying to attack me. So, and in fact, what was he guilty on a misdemeanor because he placed her in a cab and somehow her finger broke, and that's what got him. So there you go. I don't know anything about the Russell Brand stuff. Jonathan Major's girlfriend has a criminal record. Uh, what was on the criminal record? Like, what was the? Thank you, Swede. Yeah, I know nothing about it. No, I think the reason he was found guilty is because between the two of them, someone had a broken appendage, which was the finger. So no matter how you think someone's right or wrong, when someone else does have a physical harm, in this case a finger, they're the ones that are gonna the one who did that is gonna be the one punished. Now, however that came about, they're not gonna make any dialogue or argument on it. It's just that act, whether it was a defense or not, he's gonna be found guilty. In this case, of a misdemeanor. So more than likely, Jonathan Majors with a crazy bitch, try to get away from the crazy bitch, and the crazy bitch wouldn't stop. I got a broken finger. Here's my meal ticket. Adios, muchacho. Goodbye to this guy's film career. Or they were part of a toxic relationship. They both had their issues. But it seems like this girl had more issues. Bring Out the Dead, good movie. I like that movie. Nicolas Cage, John Goodman. Pretty good cast. Martin Scorsese directed it. Scorsese's film no one really mentions, but pretty good one. Yeah, she is the Kane killer. To be, she's the, well, I think they're replacing Kane, I guess, with another guy. Well, again, he was found guilty, like I said, because he's trying to fire her off, placed her in the cab, and that resulted in her finger being broken. That's what did it. The finger was broken. So they look at Jonathan Majors, who has nothing broken. They look at the girl who has a finger broken. You put your hands on her, you place her in the cab, that resulted in a finger being broke. So thus, you're guilty. Because you're not the one with the broken finger. But no one wants to look into that stuff. Where Rambo gets to fight the two bad guys. Well, he did. And what, Rambo 2 and 3? He already did fight him in Rambo 2 or 3, so I don't really get your question. I'm not sure what you mean by he gets to fight the two bad guys. He did fight them in the movies they were in. I mean, okay, maybe I'm getting something wrong about it, but for anyone who knows the case, what was the deal with the broken finger the girl had? For people who are more knowledgeable, if I'm getting something wrong, please educate me. If that, hey, I Come in Peace, sure, you'd call that a Christmas movie. It begins with Christmas music. Well, it doesn't begin, but yeah, it does, because the guys listen to the CD and then it shoots out as Christmas music. Yeah, sure. Is Goodfellas a Christmas movie? Well, does that take place throughout a long period of time and not just Christmas season? The fight started when Jonathan's girlfriend saw that he was texting some other girl on his phone. She took the phone from him out of anger, and he started to grab, trying to get the phone back. So he's typing to a girl. She took the phone from him. He tried to grab the phone back. And then what? Yeah. Nip B asked frame by frame. He seems to know more than me. Nip B asked frame by frame. So what is this? So he started to grab, trying to get the phone back. She then tried to reach for the door. He twisted her arm in the process, broke her finger. Well, that's why he was found guilty, because of the twist of the arm. So if you want to say it, they're both at fault. But if they're both at fault, the reason she did not get any conviction was because if she broke something of him, maybe she would have. But he broke something on her, thus he got the conviction. Guilty, but again, I think it's a misdemeanor. So that's the thing. If they're both violent, that means they're both in a toxic relationship. But it wasn't just Jonathan Major's fault. That means it was her fault too, because they're both toxic. Didn't he run to the cops though? I could have sworn he ran to the cops, and that again the taxi cab driver said that she was the aggressor. I can't see the footage frame by frame. I'm doing a stream right now on my phone, so I can't watch the footage, dude. But anyway, it is what it is. He gets to fight them again. Well, why would I want to see him fight the same villains he fought again? Like, if I want to see him fight the villains in Rambo 2, I'll just go watch Rambo 2. Same with the villains in Rambo 3. I'll just watch him fight him in Rambo 3. I don't need to see him fight them again. So, no, I don't need to see him fight the same villains again. Thank you, though. I don't have a favorite Marilyn Manson record, but my favorite Marilyn Manson song is "The Beautiful People." But I don't have a favorite record. I love Rambo 3 as well, but Rambo 2 is my favorite. I love all four Rambo films. I don't like the fifth one, but I like the first four. So, see if there's anything I missed here. Anaconda or Deep Blue Sea? I would choose Deep Blue Sea. I would choose Deep Blue Sea. I don't mind Anaconda, but Deep Blue Sea felt like it had a bit of a bigger budget and had a bit more intricate action because Renny Harlin, who did Cliffhanger and The Longest Goodnight, directed it. Didn't play Alan Wake 2. I don't have the system for it, and even then, I would not care to play it anyway. You know, like John taking out cartel members, Matt. I didn't like that we had a good ending in Rambo 4 and they got rid of it. So he had this daughter, but not daughter, out of the blue, who was a fucking idiot, who got herself caught because she's a fucking idiot. And then Rambo acted like an idiot, walked into an ambush that he would never do. Because the Rambo I know would be in the shadows, like in the jungle in Rambo 2, or in the caves in Rambo 3. But he just walks out into an ambush and gets his ass kicked as if he expected a different outcome. And then this Rambo talks more than he did in the first four films combined. And now he's got short hair and he made this cave system that's miles around. How the fuck did he make this? And now he plays music, Rolling Stones, when he's hunting people. I'm like, this doesn't feel like a Rambo movie. It doesn't feel like a Rambo film. Doesn't seem like a Rambo film. Felt like Rambo in name only. And then the ending, what he gets shot, then he gets on a fucking horse because he thinks he's Roy Rogers. or Gary Cooper and goes off. What the fuck was that about? Fucking bullshit. So no, I was not a fan of that movie. Not needed. Rambo graphic novel about him in Vietnam. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I really care, like, as in the little snippets of information was enough for me. But it's a graphic novel, sure, why not? As long as it's not a movie, graphic novel, fine. I have no issues with that. I have no problems with that. It was The Doors. Shows how little I remember that part of the movie. So it was The Doors. Yeah, it was The Doors. But Rolling Stones are. See, I don't give a fuck about the film, so I don't remember the details because I don't give a shit about the movie. But Tropical Eye, I've never heard of that movie with Van Damme. Is that the one that in here in the U.S. was called Welcome to the Jungle? Because I've never heard of a film called Tropical Island with Van Damme. Thank you, Joe. There's a film called Welcome to the Jungle that was a comedy with Van Damme, but again, never heard of Tropical Island. Makes no sense. How does Rambo have a hard time finding a drug cartel? Because Rambo is, I don't know, 70 years old at the time. I don't know. Aquaman 2, fuck that movie. I don't like the first one. Story Rambo 5 felt like a direct to video movie. Yeah, I did just go watch Taken. Well, Connor, no one's requested it, so thankfully that means I don't have to review it anytime soon. Just no one has requested it. Well, thank you, Togera. I appreciate that. I've heard of Infernal Affairs. I think might have reviewed one of them. No, there were bases for The Departed. Ravenous, I like. Night of Snake have been a lot better. Ravenous is a pretty good cannibal movie. Very interesting musical score in that. Interesting cast. Guy Pearce, I believe, stars in it. Horror western with a bit of comedy element. Interesting movie. Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle with Van Damme I saw. Van Damme was good, but the rest of the movie wasn't that good. But Van Damme was fun in it, but the rest of the movie sucked. But Van Damme got some chuckles out of me with that movie. Yeah, Madonna, don't really have any thoughts on him. Rambo 4 did amp up the violence. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. That is true. Ravenous or Alive, I mean, they're two pretty different movies. I guess I would go with Alive only because it's interesting that's based on a real life story. Oh wow, thank you, man. EM, wow, thank you. 20 wish you a Merry Christmas, Matt. Thank you so much, man, because it has been that merry lately. Uh, Long story short, this water heater broke and had to replace it. $1,000. Move all the furniture out. It's all out there. Going to dry the floor even more so just to make sure. Maybe tomorrow night we'll start to move stuff back in. Maybe not. We'll see. But I appreciate that, man. That was very kind of you. Thank you so much. You have a Merry Christmas too. Same with everybody. If I don't do a stream by then, which No, this I probably won't be doing a stream on Christmas. So yeah, this probably be the yeah. Now I think about it, because it is the almost the 23rd. Yeah, so everybody in the chat, yeah, you guys have a Merry Christmas. Because I'm not doing a stream on Christmas, but Fair Rocky movie is 4. Oh, no problem, man. Uh, thank you, Nippy. Thank you, Bod Zombie. Thank you, Todera. You have a Merry Christmas. But yeah, I guess I'll end it here. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes. I know next I'll be on Dead Pit stream on the 24th at 9 p.m. Uh, that'll be interesting. I wonder if people don't. Now I wonder if people don't ask about the Michael Felsher thing in the stream. Probably not. I already said my piece on here, so. Oh, thank you, Psycho Hobo. Sure, because that's who I am. Because I get mad at people's opinions all the time, and I'm pretty insecure. So I'm a very insecure individual, although I do have a decent sized dick. So I can at least appreciate that, and I'll play with myself at night, warming my heart and laughing my cares away. But yeah, and I'm one of them. I get insecure with people's opinions all the time, every goddamn day and twice on Tuesday. So I know how it is. We're all hypocritical. I just know I'm hypocritical. So I think we all get insecure on everybody's opinions because we all have, I don't know, none of us is perfect. Far from it. And that's what makes us equals. And nothing wrong with that. So thank you, Psycho Hobo. I appreciate that. I'll try to get to your. At the end, Psycho Hobo, I did record the first 8 parts of Soma playthrough. I'll have that up when I can. Be a few days, and then hopefully when this stuff's taken care of, I can finish that and just upload them maybe quickly. Oh, thank you, Joe. Uh, Dine with Meet and Greet Rambo or Van Damme or Arnold. Uh, Honestly, I would not want to do any meet and greets with someone famous, because more than likely they'll let you down. Because hey, Ty, that movie dude, hello there. Sorry, I missed you. I just don't really care about talking with those folks because I like their movies, but I don't want to be let down by them personally. I like Van Damme. He doesn't do the best in interviews though, because he seems like he still gets confused, or he talks but he doesn't. There's not a whole lot of coherence in his interviews, so I don't know how much you get out of conversation with Van Damme. With Stallone, I don't even know what I would even talk to him about. I just, other than what was the deal with the uncut version of Cobra in detail. So maybe that, and that'll be the conversation. Is there any way we could find the uncut version of Cobra? Arnold, what am I going to do? Talking about how was the maid? How many times did you fuck? Who is her daddy, and how many times did you do it? There you go. I'll talk with Arnold and talk about the maid. Who's her daddy, and how many times did you do it? In the kitchen with the pogo stick with Colonel Mustard. Oh, hey, Rich. Damn, we're getting to 11. Now we got some other people popping in. Rich, hey there. Direct to screenwriter. Rich, hey, how's it going? Crossbones Koopa. Austin Wilcott. Mind Ripper, I don't remember much about. I do say hi to you folks for a bit. Yeah. Seeing if there's anybody in the chat. Pop up in the. I know at T4DN there's a delay. Michael Felch is a guy that does Blu-rays and redshirt pictures behind the scenes stuff. Nip Beep, sure. But I mean, what do you do? It's not really a, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. Just something I found kind of interesting and funny at the end of the day. Just thought it was funny at the end of the day. But I guess with that, we will see you guys later. Take care. If you want to, I'm hesitating because I know sometimes there's a delay and okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a Merry Christmas to everybody out there watching. Stay safe. Have a good week. Have a safe Christmas. And oh yeah. Yeah, Rich. Which is funny because it definitely hit a nerve on him because on the Dead Pit stream he went ballistic about it. And yeah. I think really it was because of the people in the comments roasting him. And that's probably why he didn't say my name. Because he seems like it's more about the other people. Although he didn't mention me, but he mentioned there's a guy who posted my full review. I'm like, yeah, because I thought it was fucking stupid. I wanted to comment how much I thought it was fucking stupid. But yeah, that would be funny. Someone asked, "Hey, Michael Felcher, you don't do a special edition of Burials Cop 2?" I gotta be honest, there's a part of me, the asshole part of me, the next time he's on a stream, I want to go in there and ask him, like in the chat. But I don't want to cause drama on the Dead Pit stream. So on here, it's fun. But on someone else's stream, I don't want to piss in their parade and piss on their carpet. So at the end of the day, I just find it fucking funny. And that's where I bring it up. Why'd you bring it up? Because it's funny. And it's funny to talk about. It's funny to laugh at. Just at the end of the day, who fucking cares truly with the bigger scheme of things? Again, I find it hilarious. But that's just me. Oh yeah, if you watch the Dead Pit stream, he was on the Christmas with Felcher. I think like in the middle of the stream, almost like randomly he brought it up, and it's like I hit a nerve apparently. Good. We don't all have to be friends. We don't all have to be friends. Doesn't at the end of the day, guy doesn't have to like me, and I definitely don't like him. So, oh fucking well. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care, and we will see you guys later. Merry Christmas to all. Bye bye.